Welcome to another edition of Film Session with the Czar, where we live by the slogan, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. I'm Emery Hunt, the Czar of the Playbook, so let's go inside the film room to see what we have in store for today.
In today's Film Session with the Czar, we're going to break down Aaron Rodgers and what he did last year versus the St. Louis Rams in Week 7. On one drive, he showed every attribute you need to be a successful quarterback, which is why I think he is the best quarterback in the game today. This was a crucial drive in that ball game in the first quarter versus St. Louis, who just kicked the field goal to go up 3-0, and that was 1st and 10 on a 20-yard line. And we're going to first break down the velocity that Aaron Rodgers showed on his first play. First, let's check the formation. The ball is in the middle of the field, and that's crucial. Offenses love the football in the middle of the field because it widens out a defense. Now, the Rams come out in cover 2 man. You see 2 safeties back deep and man coverage, tight man coverage underneath. The Packers come out in what I call the gun spread formation. That's 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a tailback. You see the twins at the top of the screen. That's going to widen that safety out. He's going to have to split those 2 wide receivers, so you essentially take him off the hash and out of the middle of the field. The tight end on the strong side is going to hold that safety on the hash, and that right there is key because he's going to follow that tight end around. And you see the receiver, Jordy Nelson, at the bottom of the screen, lining up at the bottom of the numbers. Pre-snap tells you the coverage, and it also shows you the soft spot in the defense. So right off the bat, Aaron Rodgers sees the slant skinny post is there for the taking. It's going to be tight, but the throw not only has to be accurate, but it has to be thrown with velocity. So as we roll the tape, you're going to see where the tight end leaks out in the flat with the skinny post coming behind it. That pulls the strong safety off that hash, and it opens up that window for the skinny post, what we like to call a scissors concept. We have one guy cutting out, one guy cutting in behind it, and Aaron Rodgers throws with tremendous velocity, and the ball gets there accurately in the hands of Jordy Nelson. Let's move on to the next play where Aaron Rodgers shows you the toughness that is needed to be a top quarterback at the National Football League level. They're running the screen here to the running back in the flat, and when you run the screenplay, your job as the quarterback is to aggressively lure the defenders to you so that way you can dump the football right over their heads. And sometimes the way the National Football League is, these defenders can get there in a hurry. So you're going to take a hit, and he has to stay in there, take that hit, and deliver that football accurately to the running back on the screen in order for it to be effective. You're going to see right here, the plan is for the left tackle to get a good jam, get a good chip, and ride that defensive end where he wants to go. But Robert Quinn is so quick off the edge and does a great dip move. He gets underneath that tackle and was able to lay a good hit on Aaron Rodgers. He sees that, stands tall in the pocket, stands tough, and delivers an accurate pass that resulted in a 9-yard gain. But let's continue on with another play on this drive. You look at where the football IQ comes into play, and you definitely need that to be a top quarterback. The Rams come out in cover 1, and the Packers come out in that gun spread look. Again, this time it's a strong gun spread because you see the tight end and the twins are on the same side. Subtle difference, but the free safety doesn't notice that. But notice the alignment of the deep safety. He's on the left hash mark. He is guessing and playing for that quick slant and skinny post that we saw early on in the drive. The best way to beat man, slant or take off routes, and the best way to beat one safety back deep is to send more verticals than he can cover. Okay, now let's run it. Now you see right here, Chris Long jumps offside, so we know Aaron Rodgers knows this is a free play. So when you look at where he has to go with the football, he has 3 choices to go with, but he makes the right read and the right choice by going down the sideline to Jordy Nelson, which is at the bottom of the screen. Why? Because it's impossible for the safety to get from the left hash to the sideline, and he has to make an accurate throw with velocity to make it happen, and he does both on this play. You see how it resulted in a big gain deep down the field. And I mean, this is just a pretty pass. Look where the ball location is on this throw. Outside shoulder, wide receiver closer to the sideline. Defensive back is in great position but can't make a play on an accurate pass. And now we're going to talk about the accuracy of Aaron Rodgers. You see right here, the Rams come out in cover 1, man underneath, and the Packers come out in a straight spread set. That's 4 wide receivers. They have trips to the left, single guy down on the end. That's the tight end Jermichael Finley. And Craig Dahl, the free safety, has been having a bad drive so far. We saw on the last couple of plays how he's been out of position. And when you look at this play, he's going to be out of position once again. And when you're spreading a team out defensively, you're trying to find the best individual matchup that gives you the best opportunity to have success. And in this formation, you can see the best opportunity is up at the top of the screen with Jordy Nelson. Why? Because there's no other threat to get over there in time to make a play on the ball other than the cornerback. So this pass has to be accurate and it has to be thrown with velocity. You have to put it to where only your player can get that football, and look where he puts this football. Outside shoulder, almost out of bounds, knowing what he has in Jordy Nelson. Therefore, he's able to make that throw knowing that he has a wide radius to catch that football. A very accurate pass, once again, going to the wide side of the field by Aaron Rodgers. So you can clearly see why Aaron Rodgers, just on that one drive, which is a snapshot of why I believe he's the best quarterback in the game. Velocity, accuracy, pocket toughness, football IQ, and the one aspect we didn't talk about, which is on full display right here in this highlight, is his mobility. So I think right now you'd be hard pressed to find a quarterback that's playing better football than number 12.